ready now.
Capcom and their handling of the Resident Evil series seems bemusing from a distance. Now 8 games in, it seemed like the series found its new footing with 2017's Biohazard, a new perspective underpinned with the classic style of the series. So it's all the more baffling that Village, yet again, upturns the status quo and seemingly borrows inspiration from Resident Evil 4, The Foreign Village, focused on action, and, for the most part, a narrative and stylistic disconnection from the broader series. While the frenzied approach of this installment doesn't see everything stick, its capable design and potent combat make it worthwhile for action fans. Taking place some years after the traumatic incidents encountered in Biohazard, Village continues the story of Ethan Winters. Settling down with his wife and their young child, things seem tranquil despite Winters housing doubts in his mind. They turn out to be well founded, as the shocking opening sees Mia gunned down and his child kidnapped. After this inciting incident, Ethan awakens in a strange rural village after the transport crashes. Left grief-stricken and searching for his child, he must track down a quartet of unsettling inhabitants who each hold something important. It's a story of two halves, with the strong side seeing Ethan Winters fleshed out as a character, a persona you grow fonder of compared to his appearance in Biohazard. But Village also feels a bit disconnected, with a few ties to the series past that are tenuous at best. It's not unlike Resident Evil 4, which had but a handful of ties to the universe it inhabits. In fact, Capcom's nods to the 4th game don't end there.
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my daughters! And now you even try to steal my property! How dare you!
Village retains the first-person perspective of its predecessor, as well as hunting for key items, backtracking, and puzzle solving, all key tenets of the series. But the action, this time around, has been amplified. Quieter trawls through the rustic village, while slowly opening more areas to explore, collide tonally with the segments which see you fending off a Lycan attack, skulking around a castle as a 9-foot-tall vampire and her daughters pursue you, and fighting a giant mutated fish. The approach proves memorable but inconsistent with regards to pacing and quality. While boss encounters often feel like grand climaxes to each fight, the journey there can prove arduous, including a notably dull trawl through a factory setting. But on the flip side, some parts feel well executed, such as an unarmed trek through a genuine house of horrors, and stick with you long after completion. This is all glued together with repeat visits to the village, keeping tedium from truly setting in for long. Combat is powered by weight and potency. You start with the modest pistol, but quickly find a shotgun which proves more than capable of popping Lycan heads. Sadly, for some reason, none of the other enemies bear this satisfying dismemberment. Nonetheless, you feel the impact of every hit with potent shots. Eventually, a merchant known as the Duke introduces himself, and allows you to buy more firearms, upgrade their efficiency, and buy other items for healing and ammo. You can even hunt animals, with certain meats allowing Duke to cook meals, permanently improving stats. Sadly, this also hampers the atmosphere somewhat. There are scant moments where you feel tension, as a quick backtrack always allows you to buy ammo provided you have the coins. A surplus of treasures gift money, while downed foes drop both ammo and ley currency. While foes can down you on harder settings with minimal hits and redeem the tension, it feels like a shame that the baby has been thrown out with the bathwater after the excellent Biohazard terrified gamers. But like the action-focused Resident Evils, there's a lot of content here for those eager for more. An initial run can slide between 7 and 10 hours, a modest lifespan, but definitely not the end. A shop unlocks after completion, with challenges rewarding CP to unlock bonuses such as models to view, concept art, and even infinite ammo for weapons once you've fully upgraded said gun. But along with all this, Mercenaries also returns. A gauntlet of time-based shooting which tests your reflexes, weapon management, and pattern memorization. It proves an enticing return with plenty of maps and some serious challenge to spare. CP challenges such as finishing the game within 3 hours, without spending a certain amount of ley, or with just a combat knife, keep players coming back for more. And once you know where to go, you can trim these runs down to a handful of hours, encouraging return runs aplenty, like the best of class. Village's arrival on the Xbox One proved interesting, as it was announced very close to the release date, and many were unsure how it would run on the now older hardware. Luckily, a lot of the beauty of this game translates to this version. There's a dark, slick overtone which slavers the environment with eeriness and decay, creating some stunning moments between the snow-caked outdoors and gothic interiors. Animations are slick, some texturing is lifelike, and the lighting is splendid. Audio fares well too, with great voice acting that personifies each sinister personality you meet. Heightened effects add tension to exploration and impact to the combat, while top music includes some memorable tracks. But it's not all good news, unfortunately. Some areas suffer from muddied textures and pop-in, turning some scenes into a literal blur. Performance can also stutter, with a late game encounter seriously slowing down the game. It's a shame, but it's better optimised than some late-gen games.
Ah, shit!
Like I'd let you get away. You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see the child.
Resident Evil Village is one which will likely polarise, leaving you either on the edge of your seat through the intensity of the action, or disappointed that it represents another shift in style after coming close to the roots with Biohazard. But on its own terms, it's a great action game, bolstered by engaging design, hard-hitting gunplay, and content-rich extras. It's wildly varied, sometimes bombastic and other times quiet, but it's mostly compelling, even if it's shorter on scares. Fans who don't mind eschewing some of the series' scary tendencies should check this one out, if only to know the satisfaction of popping a Lycan's head clean off with a sniper shot.